let's talk about letting go of the past. Just like I'm sure many of you out there have struggled with past situations. This is similar to my You Can Overcome It video, but I just wanted to touch on this topic a little bit more. I feel like right now, for the past 2 weeks, it's been just a change in my brain as far as like healing from stuff. I've been doing a lot of shadow work, just really working on my inner self and my inner child, and really healing through what I went through. And it was hard. It was really hard because like you really have to sit through what you went through and get through it, or not even get through it. You really have to sit through what you went through in order to overcome it and heal through it. And as part of this shadow work, or just healing yourself internally, mentally, spiritually, those battles come. And I'm just here to just share words of encouragement. I feel like right now it's a big thing in letting go, or right now I feel like it's really a big thing in letting go and just shifting my perspective. And if it's any of you out there who is going through an identity shift, you can do it. You know, I feel like letting go of the past is just so hard because you are so used to, or your brain can become so used to being in a certain way, thinking in a certain way. Okay, we still gonna record. Okay, so I feel like letting go can really be hard because your brain is so used to thinking in such of the same way that when it's time for that new way of thinking, it can be hard. It can be so hard because it's just like what, you know, like I thought this way. Of course, like in my experience, of course, you know, you want change and you ask, oh, I don't want to think about this no more. I want to heal from the past. I want to let it go. But somewhere subconsciously, it can still be attached. You know, our mind can still feel attached to our old ways of thinking, not because we want to, if we're trying to change, but because that's what your mind has been so used to doing. So I feel like for me right now, it was just so hard to just let go, even though I had those breakthroughs of like, oh, okay, I'm journaling, I'm able to identify like what was the problem, what's going on. But to share my tips, for sure, journal and do the work and do whatever you have to do. Meditate on the situation, journal, forgive yourself constantly, detach from the situation, whatever you have to do, because it will eventually change into the way that you want. You know, our mind is really just something so complex. And I feel like right now I'm understanding that, and I just want to share that. Like, yes, let it go, but now how? Really just detach from that. I was watching Moji, and he was speaking about letting go, you know, understanding that why it's hard to let go sometimes, and why when you're trying to let go, the monkey mind or your mind may just feel crazy, and it's because of the ego.
These things, they're coming up, and then there's discomfort because we have a long-standing relationship with personality. And we even believe and refer to ourselves as this personality. Doubts will come, or negative sensations and feelings come, and you'll forget that you're able to observe these And from the place of observing, there's nothing, there's no content, there's no history, there's no person. So you can see the waves coming up of resistance and doubts and negativity, but you can hold your ground as the undivided seer of them. But because you don't know it, and because we tend to identify with the lower self, with the person and so on, we are more inclined to believe the sensations, the emotions, the feelings, the thoughts that come up in that moment. It is as though we are hypnotized by the mind force.
And I thought that was very important. A lot of the times I feel it can be hard to move through letting go because we are so attached to that way of thinking, whether we want to get through it or not. I feel it's very hard when you don't understand how attached your brain is. You know, you consciously may want to change, but it's the work through your subconscious mind that has to understand it too. And that took me a while to understand and I'm still learning, but it took me a while to understand so I can let go of the past. And you can do it too. You know, forgive yourself and do the inner work of journaling, meditating, getting help, going to therapy. But it can be hard, but you can get through it. I feel that's why it's really hard to let go of the past, because of our egos, our subconscious mind just being so attached and ingrained in that. But the more you train your mind, I'm so sorry, he is literally chewing on a bottle. But the more you let go, or the more you don't identify with the old ways of thinking, the less pain you're gonna have to go through. I feel the more you can enjoy life. And I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be them times where like you may fall back and you thought you had healed from it. But that's just you having to put some more time and effort and work in overcoming and healing more of it, you know, so you don't think in that way. I feel that is very crucial, really doing the work. But let it go. Let it go. Free yourself from that way of thinking. And I know everyone's on their different parts of their journey, because I am as well. But let it go. Do the work to let it go. And it can be really hard. You know, I've been about 2021, 2, 3, 4. I've been about like 3.5 years in healing myself, and it's been a journey, and now I'm really able to see through it and get through like the big chunks and steps of what was just bothering me so bad. Like, so I'm here to just let y'all know, like, you can overcome it. You just have to do the work, you know, and when you're ready, and be graceful and take your time with yourself. You know, healing is not linear. It is an obstacle course. But you can still get through it. You can get through it. You can become, but you can desire, you can become what you desire, who you want to become, just by being it. But if there's obstacles and stuff in the way of you fully becoming that, work through it. It's not gonna be easy, but you can definitely get to where you want to be and work through it. But yes, let's enjoy this afternoon and don't be so stuck in that past. Be in your present. It takes practice, but be in your present.